welcome Adam.
Thank you. Show, don't tell. Has anybody here been given that advice at one point or the other in their lives? Chances are you've probably heard it in an English or writing class, which is tricky. There's no pictures in prose, so you have to be clever. When you're writing a story, telling might sound something like, he felt an incredible amount of shame when he thought about what he had done. Versus showing, which would sound more like, his gut curdled and his face reddened as he thought about what he had done. In public speaking, telling sounds like, I'm really excited to be here today. But showing sounds more like, I am really excited to be here today. Same words, different meaning, no? How about business? You might not have been told show, don't tell in business, but what's likely to get more notice? A 20-page proposal detailing your ideas, or a successful pilot project that proves your business case? Show, don't tell is a wonderful advice, and a little scary. Giving life to your ideas opens you up to the possibility of failure, of being judged, of finding out that you were wrong. You know, I had a lot of time to dedicate to ideas when we were all in COVID jail a couple years ago. Ideas became my way of coping with the chaos and uncertainty that was unfolding in front of all of us. And they were really good ideas. World-changing, game-changing, Nobel Peace Prize winning ideas. You see, I'd spent a good deal of my COVID hiatus learning about neuroscience. Specifically, how can we make our minds work for us instead of against us? The X factor I was trying to solve for was this insidious negativity, doom and gloom that seemed to have an iron grip on all of us even before COVID. And what I found was that it's a numbers game. The reason we're so negative is because it's what we do most, because we're programmed to look for negativity. It's how humans have survived for so long. See danger, avoid danger, confront danger, be on the lookout for danger. The problem is, we've evolved. We've eliminated most of the perils that have plagued us throughout our human history. Our subconscious minds just have not caught up with this just yet. That's why it's up to us to consciously bring our attention to the positivity that exists all around us. But why should that matter? Why does positivity have such amazing superpowers? Studies have shown that when you put more emphasis on positivity, your ability to withstand hardships, to bounce back from hard times, is greatly increased. What's even better is when you focus on positivity, your brain develops a preference for positivity. You start looking for it rather than looking for the negative. So if we can inoculate ourselves from hardship, from the troubles of hardships, if we can do that in good times, why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? All of these things that I learned, all of my studies, they gave me so many ideas on how to help individuals, but also society as a whole. But they were just that, ideas. Keeping me awake at night with a combination of optimism and excitement, but also frustration. I didn't have an outlet for these ideas. I was telling, I wasn't showing. Like so many other people, I knew where I wanted to go. I knew where I wanted things to be. I just didn't know how to get there or even where to start. Then something incredible happened. I had an idea that I could put into the world. I would say all by myself, but that's categorically untrue. I've had a lot of help from my friends, my family, and even local businesses. And so, the Community Happiness Project was born. I know it doesn't look like much, but just wait. Just wait. The idea started like this. On the front corner of my property, I would erect a signpost. And the signpost would have arrows pointing in all different directions all around the world with the distances. And at the top of this signpost, there'd be the word happiness with an arrow pointing down. The symbolic meaning would be this. You can go to many places near and far all around the world, and you should, given the opportunity. But happiness is right here, right where you're standing. And if you can harness that happiness, you could take it with you anywhere that you go. The Community Happiness Project started as an idea, but since has been given life. There's no signpost yet, that's coming soon. What there is this. The mission of the Community Happiness Project is to encourage community members to create spaces that encourage you to pursue positivity, embrace it, and cultivate it all at the same time as a means to withstand the hardships that are inevitably going to come your way. The result is happiness, and you can take that anywhere that you go. One of the most favored, beloved features of the Community Happiness Project is our painted rocks, mostly painted by my very talented sister. Community members are encouraged to take a rock, take it home, put it somewhere in their yard that they can see it when they leave and they come home. They're further invited to, when they lay eyes on one of these rocks, to pause and reflect on the things that make them happy. Why do I ask people to do this? Because it's a numbers game. Every single person that takes and places a rock is experiencing more positivity in their lives than they would have otherwise, which means they're more able to handle hardships, which I think we can all agree we can use a lot more of that. To date, over 100 rocks have been taken from the Community Happiness Project site. It's 100 more people that have more positivity and resilience in their lives. So as breaking ground on the Community Happiness Project, I have learned the true power of show, don't tell. I've seen the notes that my neighbors have left me, like Graham. Graham left me a note saying that this got him out of a dark place, that he's trying to change his life, and he's trying not to feel like the world is against him. Because sometimes it can feel that way, but he said, places like this prove that that's not true. There's kindness in the world. I've seen the smiles on dog walkers as they round my corner. I've seen the next turn of the motorists as they drive by. I've seen the joy and fascination on children's faces as they step into a space that is designed not just for children, but for all people to be positive, present, and playful. So, if you'd like to make a material change in the world, I have a very simple piece of advice for you, and I think you know what I'm about to say. So you're welcome to say it with me. Show, don't tell. Thank you very much. Thank you.